Harihi Om. My dear holy souls, this is Mata Anantananda from Bharat, that is India. Under the caption Wonderful Indian Folk Stories, we are enjoying the series of videos about Bhatti and Vikramaditya, the historical personalities of India. In this episode, let us enjoy the beginning story of Bhatti and Vikramaditya as minister and king. And they searched about an appropriate capital city. The outcoming skills from this story are: this story makes us to learn we must have enthusiasm to achieve some greatness. By having the birth of human, we should not lead the life like a creature in the nature. We must create some history. People should greet us such that we should do some great and faithful things to the society. Such ideology and aimfulness will be induced in us by this story. Okay, let us enter into the story. Okay, in the last video, we discussed about up to Bhartrihari had made Vikramaditya as king and Bhatti as minister, and he left it to forest to do penance. Then Vikramaditya, with the advices of Bhatti, had he was ruling his kingdom Kanyapuram, but he was not satisfied with the wealth of the kingdom and the greatness of the kingdom. So, with the help of Bhatti, he expanded his kingdom by encroaching the surrounding city kingdoms. But of course, by that also, he was not satisfied. One day, he called on his minister as well as brother Bhatti. And with Bhatti, he said, "Oh, my dear brother, I have an idea in my mind since long time, since some days like that. I want to discuss it with you. But think well about it and analyze yourself. Then only give the advice to me. Though, because the king had asked, don't get any doubtful thing, or else for any, don't be hypocritic. So think well with the truthfulness, and then only you give any idea." Bhatti said, "Yes, Maharaja, you are my dear brother also. Okay, express your doubts or else thoughts." Then Vikramaditya said, "The kingdom which we got as heritage from our father is not so wide. I am not satisfied with this. By taking the human birth, we must do some great things, and people should memorize us. That's why I want to establish a wide and a well-established kingdom. So, first of all, I want to have a capital city. So, you take some assistants to you and take whatever you required and go around our kingdom in search of a right place to construct a new capital. It must be surrounding with a certain height of hills like that, and it must have fertile land, as well as it must have the tightness to construct a huge buildings as royal palaces like that, and it must consist big and small ponds like that, and it must consist a everlasting river. The water in that river must flow all through the year. Then only our water requirements will be fulfilled. At such a place, I want to construct a wide and strong capital city. So you go and search for it." Then Bhatti said, "Yes, Maharaja, I am also having the same idea. I want to express it with you. So you expressed it, okay? Definitely, I'll go and I'll search for it. Your idea is mine also. Though our bodies are different, but our souls are same. We think same manner. So, okay, tomorrow I'll go." Then Vikramaditya felt very happy. On the next day, Bhatti had taken some requirements, but lonely he had gone on his horse, which was very habituated to him. And he wandered here and there. He had searched in all the directions to the Kanyapuram. And days passed. Within 4 or 5 months like that, he traveled here and there in search of a right place to construct a capital. Then one day he reached a beautiful place. How beautiful it is! It was very pleasant, and just as described by King Vikramaditya, it was like that, surrounded with some hills, pleasant weather, so many big and small ponds, particularly a good river, Gunavati river. Nowadays it is calling as Kshipra. Those days it was known as Gunavati Nadi, Gunavati river, like that. He's reached there and he enjoyed the appearance of the land. It was very fertile and so big trees were grown in that one. So the soil is very suitable to construct his buildings also. It was very flat. So he was happy by watching that land. Then he was wandering there. Suddenly he reached a certain place. What a wonder! In front of his eyes there was a big temple was there. The temple of Bhadrakali. Though it was a ruined status, but with having high doors, gateways, and gopurams in Indian culture, it was known as like that. Great arches, towers like that. And such a beautiful sculpture surrounded with huge trees. Inside also there are trees of fruits and flowers like that. Then very happily he entered into the temple. What he watched there, such a beautiful and big temple having some flower plants and fruit trees, and little ponds are like there. He had taken 3 rounds auspiciously around the main temple, and then he entered into the main temple. Though the temple was in the ruined status, but the Vigraha, the idol of Daiti, who was Bhadrakali or Mahankali, it was just like a lively one, a beautiful one, a very, very good condition. Actually, nowadays also at there I had visited it. It was known as the Ujjain. In the latter part of this story, we'll come to that point. Ujjain. Nowadays people are calling the Daiti as Harasiddhi, but it is very lively. I had personally visited it. The idol will close the eyelids just like human beings. If we watch the idol with keen observation, the idol will lapse. Swing, what I have to say, the right word I have forgotten it. Her eyelids will close and open just like a human being. So such a temple Bhatti had found. So by approaching the idol of Daiti, he had praised the goddess like anything, with beautiful verses and beautiful shloka poems in Sanskrit. And the idol was there as if the daily devotion is happening there, because actually nobody was there. But it seems that somebody had devoted the idol with flowers. The fresh flowers, fresh fruits are there, and the light in the lamp was enlightened, and a very glorious one. So he put namaskars and he praised the goddess, and had taken tirtha and prasada. And again he want to watch the sculptures, and he want to see the verandas and all. So he was wandered around the temple. There he watched a notice board on a rock pillar. What was there, There it was written in Sanskrit, here is a pond. In the mid of the pond, there is a spear, the 3-pointed spear. without having any base. It was lying just above the water in the pond. On the bank of the pond, there is a big banyan tree. On the branches of the tree, there were 7 hangings. So, swings like that. If anybody with adventurous nature, if they cut off all the 7 swings at a time and taken uprooted, if he fell on the spare and by losing the life, then goddess Bhadrakali will appear in his in front of his eyes, and she will give whatever the asked boons, and she'll make him to alive, and she'll give boons also. Such was the notice on that notice board of rock. Bhatti felt very happy and immediately had gone to watch that pond. Yes, there was a pond. While entering into the temple, he didn't notice it keenly. There was a spear, 3-pointed spear, without having any base, just hanging in the air, just about 3 inches on the water of the pond. There was a tree, and to its branches there were 7 swings. Then he thought himself, definitely my brother Vikramaditya will do such adventure. So immediately I'll go back to my place and I'll inform this about this to my brother. So after taking another vision to the goddess Daiti Bhadrakali, that is Mahankali, then immediately he rode away to the Kanyapuram and he met his brother. Then Vikramaditya was noticed about Bhatti's arrival. So that night itself they met, and Vikramaditya hugged his brother and shown very affectionate with the tears in his eyes, because after 6 months he was watching his brother. He received him, and Bhatti also felt the same. And then after some time, after getting the emotions relief, then they discussed about the things. But Vikramaditya asked, my dear brother, did you see any place which is suitable with my desire to construct a capital city? But he said, yes, my dear brother Maharaja, I had seen a beautiful place near Vindhya. Let's go there. It's just like what you described. There, it is surrounded by beautiful circle of hills, and there were big and small ponds are there. And there is a notice, Goddess Durga will give boons if somebody sacrifice their life according to the notice board on the rock. So there were 7 swings on the branches of a banyan tree which was on the bank of the pond there, and in the mid of the pond there was a 3-pointed spear. By cutting the 7 swings at a time, the person had uprooted. He had to give his head onto the spear to lose life as a sacrifice to Bhadrakali. Then Bhadrakali will appear to him and she'll give the boons. So I think that you are eligible and you are capable to do such adventure. Then Vikramaditya felt very happy, and the next day he made some of his ministers to look after the kingdom Kanyapuram, and with Bhatti they travelled towards that place where Bhadrakali temple was there. So they wanted to construct a capital city there. So what happened in the next part of this story, let us discuss in the coming up video. Harihi Om. Thanks for watching.